Ladies and gentlemen, Lab After Dark is starting shortly.
Angela Salatino donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Can't wait for tonight's show.
Lab After Dark is starting soon.
Yeah, what's happening? What's going on? Good to see everybody. Good to see you. Good to be here.
Lab After Dark is starting soon.
Thumbs up, please. That would be great. It's very nice of you.
Well, you opened that Pandora's door.
What's up? What's happening? 11:30 here on the West Coast, just a little bit after 11:30. And let me see.
I was actually just sitting down to feed. But
Did I get that tag yet? I haven't, but it's I think the end of next week. So as soon as I get it, I'll show you. And yes, hurricanes, or no, excuse me, tornadoes, both insane. Hope everybody is doing all right.
what's the point in causing any trouble?
All right.
Lab After Dark.
Good to see you, everybody. Great to be here. You know, we're gonna have a couple different things. We're gonna do a few different things tonight. As always, you know, we're gonna just take a little trip, you know, around, just kind of see what's happening and see what kind of trouble I could get into. You know, this morning I woke up to a barrage of, I guess, warnings or messages, and somebody's like, "Oh man, Jay's playing your stream from last night." I was like, I don't really care. And they're like, "And she's not even being mean." I was like, "Well, that's crazy." I didn't happen to catch it, but if that's true, thank you. I appreciate that, Jay. I don't like when people are mean to me, but I deal with it. I deal with it. The delicate little flower that I am. You know, I go, "Oh no, don't be mean to me." You think several played my stream? Really? That's nice of them. Yeah, it was fun, man. It was a good time. You know, who knows? We might have to hit the spirit box for, you know, a 15-minute period tonight. But what we're gonna do throughout is I'm still on this this T-Rev thing, and I wanted to listen to, not right this second, but I wanted to listen to Athena's account of him. And then there was a lady that did a couple videos on him that it was unsupervised maniacs. And then she said, I believe she said that I could play them. I thought that was her in the chat saying that I was welcome to play them. I hope I'm not misremembering, but gonna do that. But you know, yeah, we'll do a little spirit boxing tonight. Straight to the dome, baby. Straight to the dome. What did he say? Straight to the throat, straight to the dome. I don't understand that though, because doesn't it circulate? Like it does, it still goes in your mouth. Correct? Like, doesn't the smoke still go in your mouth? I don't think she would, but I thought she said yeah. But the smoke still goes in your mouth. I've been thinking about that. Hold on, check this out. It's a new feature. Watch.
Just Irish donated $5 through Super Chat. Appreciate you, Joshua. Your humor has been much needed. Folded hands, heart.
Folded hands and heart. Thank you. Thank you, Just Irish. Appreciate that. Could you guys hear that? You could hear it. Okay. Oh, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't the only one that could hear it. Yeah, that was the spirit box. Okay, well, I mean, I could read it too. I'm just saying. Loud and clear. Was it too loud? Was it that loud, really? What happened? Was it too loud? It's the action. I mean, well, you know what? Why don't we just take a look? It was too loud. A little too loud, Lisa. Some say it was, some say it wasn't. It is, it isn't. It's just crystal clear. Good. Let's see. Because that, I honestly would just, I don't want to rehash last night completely, but I will say this, that he had about a 5-minute span that I've never seen anything close to it. It was one of the craziest
Ontologist?
5 minute. It was crazy. Let's, for the people that weren't here, for the people that weren't here, let's go ahead and revisit. And just Irish, thank you so much. And let me make sure. Can't wait for tonight's show. Well, I appreciate that. And just Irish, yeah, it looks like you renewed your membership. C-Star, I thought you've been a member. It says new member, but I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Maybe you are, though. We'll see. I think I thought you weren't a new member. All right, here we go. Let's just recap what we're dealing with because it's nuts. This is one of the craziest 5 minutes that I've ever seen. You know, it's funny too, because sometimes I think my grandma like secretly watches, because last night she said, "Who was that guy you were talking about?" And I was like, "What guy?" And then she's like, "That guy, your aunt mentioned something about him." I was like, "My aunt, your aunt, my aunt? What the hell is she talking to you for?" She goes, "What's up with those? Is that like a spirit box? Is that like a Ouija board?" And I was like, "I don't know." She's like, "The devil. It's the devil, Josh." I was like, "Yeah, I think so too." But we're on the right side of this, Grandma. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. But okay, but let's just recap this crazy 5 minutes.
Yeah. Thankfully, it didn't. I found a new way to smoke vapes through my nose. I thought that was pretty interesting because I'm so scared that I'm gonna fuck this up. So I've been like, at least it's not a straw. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sniffing a straw. I'm sniffing vape. So fuck off.
He's dead serious.
It does the same thing. See, fucking I'm like, well, get my nicotine fix. Go straight to the dome and straight to the throat. So,
the chuckle is what gets me.
No, I'm fucking raking. No, not. They told me not to worry about the fucking dry socket thing. They said it's a possibility. Morley, where they were at, were in the very back.
Morley.
So I'm very thankful for that. But there was a tooth that had. You're talking about the whole teeth side of everything. It worked out way better than we thought. So it ended up only being to about right here, which is fucking awesome, because the scariest part was it looked as if it was coming up. Now I got this knot that's right here in the front. They don't want to take out for some reason. I would hate to tell you I remember why. In my neck, so positive side, the part right here that
but that's what I'm saying. It all goes to the same place. I don't quite understand what he means. I don't really understand what he means by that.
Went this way and into my jawbone is not connected to the one down here. So I got to go to OCONT something.
Yeah.
Somebody that deals with skull and tumors. It's not an oncologist. That's for your ass. It's for ontologist.
It's for your ass. What are you thinking about there, bud? What's going on up there? What is it that what's in there? Hello? Anything in there? Vape smoke? You there, buddy? You there? Guess not. I just thought there was.
Steven, can you hear me?
I don't. It's not an oncologist. That's for your ass. It's for oncologist.
And who was it? It's like somebody said. I agree with it. There's no way they didn't say, "Don't worry about the dry socket. It's not going to happen." That's one of the major things they tell you when you have like surgery like that, or if you have something pulled out, or I don't know. I've never had a tooth extracted, but hey, what's up? But yeah, he just didn't want to hear somebody say, "No, you shouldn't do that, Steven. You shouldn't do that." Then he said that an oncologist was somebody who works with your ass. Nah, he said he didn't have cancer.
Oncologist?
He said that it wasn't cancerous.
Dr. Moberly is my doctor. Super fucking cool dude. So long story short, from what I understand, they were happy to see that it absolutely was two separate connections.
He just said that that it wasn't cancerous.
Not one. And it made me feel a lot better about the whole situation. But that I will have to go back in 3 weeks, and they're going to go in through here. And they said it'll be a small incision. I won't even know about it. They'll make a small cut, go in, and I guess they're going to take a laser and do it. And they're going to take it out that way. Good part is they were able to take the tissue from this one and send it off so we can know what it is exactly. We just know it's an ameloblastoma. We don't know the details. It could take up to 10 days to get all that information back. I will know the actual name, like in everything that, mine is, does not look to be cancerous. That's what they said. They said that this one looks more to be just a simple ameloblastoma. Happens with the saliva glands. The one that they're going to be a little bit more concerned about is going to be the one in the neck. But again, both. Slow growing,
whatever.
Something that over time I'll deal with. But that was probably the best news I've gotten, was that it doesn't seem to be that of like a cancerous type tumor. Most of those cancerous tumors, from what Dr. Moberly was saying, was simply just they usually have a lot of blood vessels.
Sure.
A lot. They're fatty, believe it or not, more fatty, more of a round shape too, weirdly. He said this one looked as if it was just, a fucking standard, I don't know, like a growth, kind of like a growth. I don't know. He's like, you could picture a mole the size of a grape, I guess.
A mole the size of, why wouldn't you just imagine a grape? Like you say something the size of a grape. Why would you say a mole the size of a grape? I don't get that. I don't really get the analogy.
So,
a mole the size of a grape. What about a grape the size of a mole?
Oncologist. Yeah, I don't know, man. They called it his name, Bill. Look him up.
Otolaryngologist.
So, super cool dude. Super fucking amazing staff. Dr. Birchfield and all them. from Dr. Anderson, everybody that took care of me. I mean, it was,
Yeah, I heard at John Hopkins they teach you about all sorts of grape-sized moles.
they knew. So I have anxiety. Most of y'all know that.
You look pretty relaxed right now.
Went super great. So they treated me with the utmost respect. Knew I was scared shitless. I mean, scared shitless. Like, I have a fear of little people. And a fear of anesthesia.
It's very diverse. His fears are very diverse.
And that's about it. And when I say I have a fear of little people in anesthesia, I don't mean just a smidge. I mean like a fucking lot, a lot. It's bad, to the point that I was damn near hyperventilating because I was like, what if I don't wake up? What if I don't wake up?
Yeah, but the anesthesia one, I understand that. The anesthesia one makes sense. The little people thing, I'm not really sure why that would freak anybody out. It's a weird list. The two things that you're scared of are anesthesia and little people.
And, to me, it's a real thing, man, because it happens, but it's like a slim to none chance. But again, what if I'm that fucking slim to none? It's all these thoughts that go through your head. Again, if I'm swollen.
Yeah, exactly. The little person would be like, we're scared of you, you fucking idiot.
I'm sorry if I'm talking funny. Just fucking deal with it. You know what I mean? So I'm at least I'm here. I mean, I really wanted to see y'all. Yeah, I fear small people. Since my ovary removed about 10 years ago, we can grow weird shit that turns out not to be cancerous. Thank goodness. I'm a puffin' right, man. And I'm happy to hear that wasn't that, dude. My mom supposedly had a friend that had.
Yeah, that's why he hangs out with enormous people.
One that was like a softball size on her ovary, and it ruptured, and it almost took her life. And I couldn't imagine being a woman. Like,
I mean, this only has one direction. Did you hear that? Nothing ever good comes from you saying, I couldn't imagine being a woman. Oh, man.
Nope, not for me. Nah, it's bad enough. I mean, I couldn't imagine a tumor on my nut neither, but I mean, that's another story for another day, I guess. I mean, thankfully.
He's like not even kidding.
I'm not down that road yet.
I don't know how small is small. I would imagine he's talking about a clinical little person. Couldn't imagine a tumor on his nut.
I've seen some wild shit, but not that. It was funny because I had to troll. I mean, I woke up yesterday and I did post a message telling everybody it was all right. My mom, I think my mom got my Facebook, or somebody got my Facebook and said, hey, he's good.
Fear of anesthesia. Next, on to the little people. We're going to the circus as soon as he feels better. Barnum and Bailey's. He's gonna be the pyramid and the flying cabooses of little people.
So I'm a little shizzy. Well, that ghost got it wrong. Ain't that right? Kiwi girl, that's what I said, man. Motherfucker, I said I couldn't help but to post the shit. I probably shouldn't. That's where that shit gets started. But I've heard a lot of funny things over the past couple of days, and honestly, I don't even give two fucks about it. All this stuff that's going on. When I left it, I meant like I'm leaving, and I don't give a shit. These people can run around and say what they want. They could say that I'm affiliated with such and such, or I'm doing this. I tell you right now, no, I'm not. I've been on TikTok for a very long time. I didn't even get on true crime TikTok until I started with Sebastian's case, believe it.
I mean, that makes sense. So he's a TikToker. He comes from the TikTok community. Like, what is so good about TikTok? I don't get it. Like, I watch it sometimes, very rarely am I on there, but why?
It or not, and fucking terrible idea, just so y'all know.
I like Instagram.
True crime community on TikTok is fucking toxic.
Yeah, well, what about the paranormal?
You think it's bad on YouTube? You ain't been on TikTok. It's like cutthroat.
Might
and
be
there's some
sweating out
really good
anesthesia
people over there, but I don't. I last night when I got told some of the things I was getting told, I just kind of honestly laughed because I'm like, dude. The funny thing is like she's blocked from most of my shit, like legitimately, and I don't care. I just don't care. Like, to be honest with you, it doesn't do anything to help Sebastian, and none of this shit matters. Like, the kid's still missing, and that should be the forefront of everybody's attention. And hopefully it'll get back to that sooner or later. And if y'all are going to think, they're going to think what they want. I can tell you right now, like barbecue. I'm at barbecue through honestly button heads. And we're not close by no means. She's came here to hang a couple flyers. I've met her and Tammy, but I'm not close to any of them. And apparently I'm supposedly everybody's best friend now. And that I'm this person that's doing this and that. And I just,
funny that
I'm trying to figure out in my own head, maybe I'm the fucking like literal psycho and I'm a dumbass. And maybe there's another personality in here. And somehow I'm friends with everybody and I just don't fucking know it. And then when I come home, I flip the switch and I'm like, oh, I don't know those people.
all right.
Who knows? Some kind of zoom in so I can see it.
Back to the spirit box.
All right, here you go, guys. Got it.
We'll do a little spirit
I'm not,
boxing.
so special after all. I can actually figure stuff out. So we're going to bring it on this screen right here. And ta-da. How in the fuck, dude?
Oh yeah, he does spirit boxes. Well, I don't think he does, but
My cat saw it too. That's what's crazy, and I just now noticed that.
your cat didn't see shit.
And the cat goes in.
He's very sweaty. I'm not sure. Like, maybe he doesn't feel good. I mean, he did just have surgery. I'll give the guy a break.
Okay, I'll do that. My favorite grandma had very dark hair.
Your favorite grandma. So you had a grandma you didn't like? That's rough.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure it did. Y'all give me a second.
Show Poodle, I got your email, and it is what it is email. And Martha, if you're out there, I need you to email me.
Oh, my mom just
and Kelsey, I'm going to CC you on the emails as well. That was a great idea.
sent me straight to voicemail, that a-hole.
Oh, man, he didn't answer.
My mom. Oh, my mom just sent me straight to voicemail, that a-hole.
His mom won't take his call. She doesn't want to talk to him.
What? Oh, my mom just sent me straight to voicemail, that a-hole.
Makes sense.
What? I don't know. All right, whatever. I feel a little bit better dark hair, and that figure has a dark hair and is a female, and now I do know.
You didn't know that a-hole is a term of endearment between family members? You didn't know that? Usually, when a son calls a mother an a-hole, it means that he loves her unconditionally.
I know, man. My grandmother, short dark hair, but it could be wrong. Well, my wife
Mama, you a-hole?
has dark hair that's short too, though. It goes right here. Y'all have seen her. Y'all. I mean, it's like right here. That shit was jet black. So that's what she's like, Steven, that has black hair. I have reddish brown. I was like, yeah, but it's nighttime. It looks black either way. And dude, we almost got in a knockout drag out over this because I thought she was trying to play a prank on me, and I was not fucking happy, dude. And then she literally was like, Steven, I'm telling you right now, look at the fucking camera in the living room. Tell me when I went back there. And I'm like, all right, fine, game. She never went. So I don't know.
I'm just kidding. It's not really nice to call your mom an a-hole under any circumstances.
I don't know, man. It is shorter than shoulder length. I want my mom to answer back to this because I think she has a picture of my
But he's not even doing the spirit
grandma?
box. I want to see if his mom answers the phone or not. That's the spirit box. I'm not going to answer.
To the phone, brother. You're an a-hole. Hey.
Oh no.
Oh no, what happened?
Give me 1 second, guys.
Why?
That's why she couldn't fucking answer.
Oh.
What happened?
Oh.
Your grandma says she was 4'8". I know that's a mistake. She said 5'8", tall like me. I said 4'8". That's fucking hilarious. She said 4'8" at first. I'm like, ain't no damn 4'8". And she immediately corrects 5'8", like me. I was like, yeah, she ain't no damn 4'8". She'd be a little bitty. But she was.
And you'd be scared of her, right? You'd be like, oh God, it's a little person. Ah, I'm gonna run from the little person. I don't really get the whole little, like, what is there to be scared of? Does that mean you're scared of toddlers? I mean, you're scared of short teenagers? What is it? I mean, what is it about a little person? First of all, I find them endearing.
She looked like me. I texted her to tell her to send me a picture of her, man, because I want to show her. I think my favorite grandma was a very pretty woman, but it was very dark black. She had jet black hair. Her name was Frances Smith.
Doxed his own grandma.
Dude, man, that's crazy to think about because there you go.
I don't think your grandmother would like you giving out that kind of information.
Let me see if she'll answer on this phone. Oh, we call my brother Timbo. He'll know.
It gets better and better. Timbo?
Or my Aunt Jamie. We're going to figure.
He has an Aunt Jamie, a brother Timbo, and what was his grandma's name?
This out.
Timbo's a legit name though. That is. Hey, how you doing there, Timbo? Timbo. Let's go. We're gonna do the drywall at the new McDonald's.
Hey. Hey, you think Mom has a picture of favorite grandma?
Yeah.
Well, dude, she'll text me, but she won't answer her phone.
Oh, well, that's gay. She answered me earlier.
He said that's gay.
Yeah, well, you're the baby. She always answers the baby.
Did you hear what he's like? He thought she won't answer my call, but she'll text me. He's all, that's gay.
All right.
So we got Francis, Timbo, and Aunt Jamie, and favorite grandma.
Pretty sure she does, like 100%.
Okay, I'll try to call her again.
Yeah, he said, does does she have a picture of favorite grandma?
We'll call my aunt now. We're just gonna call everybody real quick. I want to know this. Like, y'all have got me intrigued right now.
You got us intrigued, brother.
Let's see,
We're on your time. Take your time.
Jamie's gonna be like, "What the hell are you doing?" Look, I'll sleep beautifully at night if it's my favorite grandma.
No, this is not a new video.
But if it's not, she's going to have to start chipping in on the light bill. We're going to have to tell her on the spirit box, like, yo, you're going to have to pay for some of this light bill right now.
I don't really know. Like, I think his origin story was that he was friends, or he came from TikTok. And I believe he befriended Tony Mathis. And then they had a... Look at that face. He's so... it is... let me see. You can send it to joshuadynamite@gmail.com or labratarmy@gmail.com. Either way, it's fine.
Get out. It ain't cheap. Damn, everybody's hitting the FU button on me.
So
I figured they'd be like, oh, man, poor Steve. Oh, look at that. You answered. Hey, do you have a picture of favorite grandma?
That's her name, favorite grandma.
A younger picture of favorite grandma.
Yeah, somewhere. When I get home, I find it.
Oh, damn. I'm on live right now.
Oh.
So, all right. Because
Well, what do you think she was going to drop everything and send you a picture of favorite grandma?
Candy offhand.
I wonder what they called the other grandma. Not favorite grandma?
Favorite candy, Sour Patch Kids Extremes.
What about sour gummy worms?
No, I don't like sour gummy worm.
Whatever. So,
Love you. That's my.
He wonders why she doesn't answer.
Yeah, she got to pay. We're gonna have to get this old ghosty to answer, but she says she might have one. Another realm, I think so. Hopefully, I'm gonna live with that. I'll be okay with that. The spirit could also be someone dying in the house. Joe P. So see, y'all remember the multiple times that we've got
All right, come on.
this speaker out of this thing, and I'm gonna put it in this because I think maybe if I put this speaker in it, it'll work better. Oh, thank you guys, man. I appreciate it. If you bring antiques in your house, you may bring experience. Joe P, that's what I've heard, man. Would you mind trying to connect with Maddie, Zayna, Kaylee, or Maddie? With the Idaho 4? Can you ask about Kaylee, Maddie, Ethan, and Zayna? Kim? Yeah, I mean, we can ask you. If you pre the questions, just make sure, be respectful. Don't ask anything that's too extreme, if you know what I mean.
Pre the questions. What does that mean? What does that mean? Something? Can you pre the questions? What does that mean? Pre the questions.
Yep, she's an Aries too. Yeah, my wife, man, is I don't know. She's a fucking all-star. That's all I'm gonna say. She's a rock star. She puts up with my ass. I mean, come on. You could. I promise y'all. Y'all can only take me in small doses on the internet. Try living with me. It's fucking way worse. I already know what I do.
Yeah, we get it. Pre-question? Yeah, maybe.
Ready?
All right, here we go.
I'm going to ask that my spirit friends and spirit guides keep us safe as we journey through talking with
I agree,
the others on the afterlife side. We ask that no evil spirits enter our chat or to harm us. We mean no harm. We come in peace. If we ask any wrong questions or guide the questions into a wrong or negative light, that you may turn us around. I ask you to protect my friends on the internet and do not allow them to be sensitive to any entity that may try to come through to harm them or myself. We are protected by the light. The light is love, and that is God. He is our powerful and almighty God. All right, let's do this. Everyone wish her 21st for tomorrow. We know.
What?
Sly, I appreciate you guys. Fill a glass of tablespoon or two of salt.
Why do people buy spirit? Oh, where? I don't know. Probably Best Buy.
Put water in it, just the wet salt. Leave it out for a week. Check it and clean it before the salt hits the rim of the glass. Rinse it.
We're watching a guy try to summon spirits through his spirit box, but he can't because it would take some sort of mental capacity, I would think.
And repeat.
all the spirit doctors, just listen. No, I don't know. It shouldn't freak you out.
I don't use no Ouija board. I promise that, Joe P. I do love. I don't use no Ouija board. I promise
What's
that.
a Ouija board?
That, Joe P. I do love the aesthetic of a Ouija board. Does that make sense? I won't bring one into my fucking home. I'll tell you that.
You won't bring a Ouija board into your home, but you'll do this. That doesn't make much sense.
You got to understand, though. This is actually a good topic right here, real quick.
It's not. Can we?
Do y'all feel that Ouija boards are evil?
Yes, I do.
Just put ones in the chat if you do. I want to ask a question. I want to see this real quick. Darling, yeah. In the room. Another realm. I like you a lot, man. I really do.
You know what I like the aesthetics of? A charcuterie board. Fully prepared.
So what if I told y'all that they're not necessarily evil, they're a tool. They're a tool that can be easily misused, misrepresented. I
have used a magic 8-ball, but only to be ridiculous.
And the problem with them, though, is because people don't know how to use the tool. And so, therefore, any object like this one could be said as evil, too. We just have more control over. You have to be very mindful of a Ouija board because it usually takes people, a group, and there could be a bad person that's acting, if that makes sense. I don't mean like acting, just a negative energy. And so I believe that, yes, although it may be one of the easier.
I mean, I don't believe in Ouija boards anyway, but I've never even seen a Ouija board in person.
Tools to have negative spirits. It's sincerely just a tool. And you are the person that predicts or dictates how that tool is, I guess, best utilized. Steven, I don't think it's evil. I think they could be damaging spirits manipulated by demons. Lori, that's a good way to put it, man. It really is. Or get with some other experience if not used correctly. Unlicensed. Yep. See, and I think if a person thinks they're evil, then there's something about themselves they fear, in my opinion. Planet, yeah, and I think, and that's the thing, man. It's like Joe P would allow a stranger in my house.
Yeah, he plays the guitar. I've seen him play the guitar. I don't know if he's any good or not, but I can't tell.
Well, Joe P, I kind of got a stranger in my house. I didn't want him. Yeah, no, and I get that, and I think a lot of people.
Can you just ask the damn box already?
Spiritual, evoking, easier, effective. I pushing it. This is happening is because you opened the spirit portal,
dude.
No, man, no. And again, I can't say this enough. I do appreciate that many of y'all care in that sense, but I can assure you that's not the case. I was doing this long before this ever came online. Like, I've always done this in, investigations. I'm going about it. And I did, Joe P. I do need to call my wife here in a second, though, because I am hungry.
What? What do you need to call your wife for? Because you're hungry.
I'm too fat not to be eating, guys.
I know, but like, you can make yourself something to eat.
I've been having to eat noodles and Jell-O. That sucks. I just
call your wife to eat.
Fucking slurp them down.
Sick. Slurp them down.
Is there any spirits in here that would love to communicate with us? And if so, can you please? Oh, damn. That was deep. Who are you? Why is he so damn deep?
Because that's how we sound, Steven. Nothing we can do about it. You don't like our voice, then don't talk to us. And freak right off.
Good God.
Nope. Just spirits.
We'll fix that.
No, you can't fix a voice. What is wrong with you?
The highway car.
Don't you dare touch that voice, Steven. Don't you dare adjust that voice. Don't you dare.
Bet.
Huh.
He reacts to the weirdest things. I don't understand it. Wait, did you see that? Look at this.
Bet. Bet.
Huh. Another. Can you speak up?
Yes, I can. But you don't like my voice, you sweaty bastard.
Another.
Mr. Pisano.
Can y'all hear this? Can you hear it good?
Or
Another car. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard, Shannon. That's what threw me off. That's why I'm kind of sitting here like, what the hell did that just say? What is up with this car you're speaking of? Can the spirits tell me that?
all are whore.
It says you're a whore or something like that. You're a whore? Are a whore?
Or whore.
You whore.
Who's sick?
You are.
This.
Yeah, I could do that. I'll do it. Steven, back to your chair.
Your work.
Whoa. What are you up to? What's your name? My name's Josh. What's yours?
Using the yout.
I like that name. It's a nice name. You have a nice name.
Itchy.
Itchy. You're itchy? Is it because Steven has crabs?
It was separate. It was not attached.
Sorry.
This.
He'll be back soon, don't worry.
Atlee.
They probably could have been doing this shit, but
It did say my name is Josh. Can we get Tim? Yeah. Timbo to the phone, please. You can't ignore us, Steven.
Sit and go to.
That was French for those of you.
oh my god, I didn't realize that. That's funny as fuck. Thank you. Love you.
Guys just got spirits going
Your
on.
case.
That's all right, camp wife. I get it.
The music.
Yes, what everybody recovering from dental surgery needs. Candy. It's like a little kid. He really kind of reminds me of a little kid. We're just having some fun. I'm not taking this serious. I don't believe that he's connecting to anybody.
Sorry, my aunt got me a get well stuff.
It's like he's been to the fair.
I'm fine.
WSDV.
WSDVB.
Little dinosaur. She said it didn't have no get well shit. Look.
Feel better soon, bitch. I guess
Where's
that's all that
WSDV.
Got me a get well stuff. I'm fine.
He's so excited.
The music.
Sorry, my aunt.
Feel better soon, bitch. How lovely. It's very kind. Send help is right.
Got me a get well stuff. I'm fine.
WSDV.
Little dinosaur. She said it didn't have no get well shit. Look.
What's a dinosaur?
Get well, bitch.
Yeah, well, I already read it earlier.
Pinned.
Is that a pack of top ramen? At least he got the chicken.
Dear boy.
What did he say? Dear
All right,
boy.
sorry guys. I didn't know that she was coming, so that's super nice.
All right, so now we're all out of breath. Just Irish said, "Oh my God, I had 4 impacted wisdom teeth removed, 1 fused to my jaw. Holy crap! No balloons. You didn't get a balloon that says "Feel better soon," bitch."
What did I miss?
Huey.
Did it really see? What did it say? WS what? Hi, Odin. Here, boy. Did it really just say here, boy?
I don't think so.
Yourself.
Oh wait, I got this. Hold on, I got this.
Here, boy?
Go F.
Yourself.
I swear it said here, boy. Probably did, Heather. I am pretty boring.
Here, boy.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Can the spirit guides...
Jesse leaves.
That just said Jesse leaves.
That.
Can the spirit guides tell me who's in my house? Who is the spirit that is in my house that turns on my son's light?
It's your hated grandmother. You said you hated me all your life, but now I'm back. And I keep turning on the light because you're complaining about the light bill. The light bill, Steven. I've been dead for 12 years, and you're talking about the friggin' light bill? You want me to pay the light bill? I heard what you said earlier, Steven. You want me to pay the light bill. You're mad because I come to visit you and everybody in the house, and I make, I do the dishes and all that shit. And you want money for the light bill. Did you guys, honestly,
Did you guys hear that? He's saying that whoever keeps turning the light on, like, it's costing him money. He said that. I swear to God.
Corby.
Thank you, Jazz. I appreciate that. It's a very kind.
That shit said Corby. Who the hell's Corby?
Well, if you don't know who it is, why are you so interested in it? I don't get it.
Bye like a y'all.
Ah, yes. Bye like a y'all. Bye like a y'all. That says it all, really, doesn't it? Well, I don't know who is, but his hated grandmother owes him some money.
Grammy, I did.
Grammy, I did. Oh my God, look at him. Oh, he's losing his mind. Look at him. Look at his face.
Grammy, hide it.
What? No, not Grammy, hide it. Grammy, I did.
Did y'all just hear that? Grammy, hide it?
No, Grammy, I did.
at Hexsand.
And then it said pack sand. So dramatic. Look at his face.
Grammy High did.
Grammy hide it.
I'm telling you that he believes this. Like, he really does. I believe that he believes this. Grammy High did. It said Granny I did. First of all, it didn't say anything. It just said this is what it was.
Did y'all just hear that? Grammy hide it?
Grammy High did.
Grammy hide it. Did y'all just hear that? Grammy hide it?
Nah, I'm telling you, I really think that he believes this. I truly do. I don't believe it, but I'm just saying that I think that there's part of him. I think he does believe this.
Hexsand.
Pack sand.
Ain't no way, dude. Nicki
Or
Minaj.
Funny Aliens.
Funny aliens. Oh shit.
No, Twisted. Not that not that I'm calling off my head. I probably have to think about it.
Me.
All right, Maddie. Y'all want to know about Maddie, right?
Hmm.
What's Maddie's last name?
I don't know if I want to listen to this shit. I like it better. when-
Elise.
You're
She did sometimes, yes. They say I have my grandma's eyes, which is like sad eyes. Oh, wait a minute. My aunt said she sent me a picture. Oh shit. Hold on.
I don't know.
That's my grandma. Favorite grandma.
Favorite grandma.
all here.
She the one that's leaving the light on? She is pretty.
Who is this
Absolutely.
in my picture? Who is this in the photo that I'm holding?
Eric Estrada.
No, it's not a him.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you guys. Yeah, she was beautiful, man. She was a big part in raising me. So, her and my grandma.
For more.
Oh, you're home? When'd you come home?
Imagine going out into the real world and coming home to this. I don't know that many people that would tolerate it.
Did you? Yeah.
John.
Say hi. They all said happy birthday to you. Tell them your birthday's tomorrow. They said happy 21st.
Disciple.
Very simple.
That's not what he said.
No, I'm hungry. Well,
And agree with.
try to eat. Nice. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's married.
She said,
Ain't I had to hear no yawn explosions.
I had to hear no explosions.
No,
One.
no. That made no sense. Now you're really stretching it. That was gibberish.
The articles as well.
Dude, this thing's full fucking talking. Like it is.
Dies at night.
Oh shit! You don't have no idea what that means, but we do.
Excuses.
What?
Excuses.
Dies at night?
Did y'all hear that shit?
Causation.
Excuses cause issues.
That's true. I mean, that's true. I mean, he's right about that.
CA.
UCA.
Dumbass sitting in the chair talking to a spirit box. I finished it for you, buddy.
CA.
UCA.
Big dum dum.
Sand.
Those other ones aren't.
Sand. Back in the chair, Steven.
Us.
I know it cracked me up because she put bitch on it. I was like, well,
Crack me up because she put bitch on it. Kelsey, if you would have written something, it would have read over. But thank you for your $5 super sticker. Super sticker. It's very kind of you. He is not a serious spirit boxer. That's why you didn't write anything. Okay, whatever.
nice.
Youth and hetero.
Mm-mm. I thought you was.
Breasts.
Hey guys, y'all are okay with me talking to her for a second? Oh,
Come on, dude.
okay. She's trying to cook me fish,
Me as I buy.
and I keep asking for Jersey Mike's, and she knows I can't. I was just going to try to eat it. I'm not. I want Jersey Mike's.
Maybe
She wants to cook you food, dude. Like, geez.
So
I just don't think that would be good on a wrap.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. You'll eat or do without. Why don't you go get maybe he's not allowed to drive. I don't know.
Is the Italian at Jersey Mike's any count, guys? I'm going to ask the chat. Well, I eat a lot of fish, and she cooks me tilapia. I'll take the fish. Did you hear me, sweetie? Okay. Yes, I promise.
You will take the fish, and you'll love it.
no.
Final answer. Thank you.
Aboscanos.
Everybody's saying it'll hurt my jaw. She said, I tried telling you.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
No.
Here and here.
Really? That makes me mad. But all right. Love you.
We love you too, buddy. Now get back to the
Thank you.
spirit box.
And see it near.
No, I wouldn't eat fish, but that would be something that would have been worked out.
On call.
That would have been worked out years ago. I'd have been like, yeah, I'm just not going to eat it. I don't like fish. I would make something for myself. If somebody cooked fish.
Slime, that's usually what she does. She cooks me kind of like a Mexican rice. I love Mexican rice.
Brown rice. Yes.
It's first call.
Doodle bug, I felt that.
Yeah, fish is not good.
I
to
feel
me.
weirded out by this, but the thing is, this thing was talking like hell,
Rapples.
and it won't stop talking. That's what's got me right now. Can I ask the spirit guides who is in my house? I just want to hear it say my Grammy. I'd feel better if that was the case.
Rest of.
Maddie. Who is what was Maddie's last name? Right, so corny can get in
Own
these.
Bitcoin.
It asked for her to be in there. Oh, really?
ID to CRD.
Yeah, unlicensed, yeah.
Stop talking to the chat.
Did y'all just hear that?
No, we didn't.
What was that?
Nah, I don't like
Yes,
fish.
sir.
I don't like fish at all.
What was that?
I don't like the only kind of fish that I'll eat would be salmon, and that's only if I have to. Like if that's like if we're at someone's house, like they're like, "Hey, you're coming over for dinner," and they'll be like, "We're having salmon," and I'll be like, "Fuck." I'll choke it down. But if it's anything else like cod or I don't know, shrimp, nah, I'm not gonna eat shrimp. No, I'm not gonna eat any of. I just nah. Salmon with like lemon peppers, all right. No, no crustaceans of any kind. Nope, 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 no. Crustaceans are no. Oh hell no, hell no.
Hell no.
No, 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 no. I'll eat barbecue all day. No. It's if it's a crustacean, calamari, none of that shit. Well, I will eat a tuna sandwich, yes, but that's kind of different.
It's never done that before.
Thick man.
No. Oof.
Playing it. You need to see ID of my favorite grandma.
It. Now.
Yeah, look, I'm not going out of my way to make tuna, but I will eat tuna if I have to. Not in fish form. Mostly what I eat is that the chicken. In the
Can I ask the spirit guide?
No, I will not eat canned tuna. I'm just saying it's not something that I would eat normally, but I have. I've had a tuna sandwich before.
Chat.
Your chat. That's wild.
Just give me some chicken, just any kind of chicken, grilled, smoked, barbecued. That's any kind of chicken. Just feed me some chicken and I'm good to go.
Who is it in my chat you're talking to? Turtle Gang. Thank you so much for that. You did not have to do that. Thank you.
Attend head.
Oh, Turtle Gang hooked them up.
Good vibes. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Say Maddie.
Yeah, man, it's chicken all day.
Yeah.
And turkey bacon.
You're not Maddie Mogan.
God, I haven't had a steak.
Can the spirit guy?
Honestly, I probably haven't had a steak in shit. It has to be at least a year. I do like steak. Ribeye. Ribeye is the steak every time, but I haven't had one in a long time. Yeah, corn dogs too. I'll have a corn dog.
Help me connect to a Maddie Mogan. I hope I'm saying that right.
How do we get to him?
What? How do we get to her?
I love ribeyes.
That ain't good.
I could not.
I could not.
Nah, check.
He's saying he can't.
That sounds good.
She's crossed over. She's actually like crossed over. Again. I don't even know what that means. Kaylee Gonclack. How do you say that? Kaylee Gon.
Joseph's fly so
Let's
road.
see if I can get through here.
Those
I don't want to listen to Steven anymore.
He's talking about something that's way.
better.
I want to listen to this. Moving on. We'll go back to Steven another time. So I think I'm going to play Unsupervised Maniacs first. Let me see here. Let me see. She's got a cool little channel. Yeah, it was funny when he was talking about his family, but it's not funny. Like, I can't make fun. I don't want to make fun of that. Okay, let's see. So this was done 8 months ago. What can it? I mean, other than the obvious, and I don't think she's not here, but does anybody know? Is there something? Is there like some sort of beef there that, or is it just that she just finds him repugnant? Did you watch him today? Was he dashing? It's gonna get someone hurt. God. He was chasing storms again. Fucking asshole. Please do. Can you email me that? Savage did that? Yeah, he was doing that yesterday. We can watch some of that too. Let's see. There was no beef. She's an advocate in real life, and she was just, yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I mean, I didn't know if she was like part of his channel at one time and then left. I would just assume that she was just disgusted.
Police know you were passed away in that vehicle from the video. What did they see? A car! Your mother involved in all this. Whoa! Guys, we're reaching out to Madeline Soto.
Holy shit. I haven't seen this. Wow. That's wild. What the fuck was that? Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I heard something about that. Good for her. Well, I think I mean, it's almost worse than bad taste. It's worse than bad taste, to be honest with you. It's crazy. It's disgusting. Even if you could, and he can't, he doesn't. He can't do this, okay? But even if you could, why would you? What's the point? He can't. It's all fake. Like, this is what he's doing is fake. He's bullshitting. No question about it.
So was it your mom that took your phone away? Yo, did you hear that? There's something about investigation. What are you saying? Is there anything that you want to say about Jennifer? Talking about Jennifer?
Imagine, was the B-Day party really a show and sell for who's to get you next?
What the Oh, that's awesome. Well, Unsupervised Maniacs, we will put your link in the chat, and I appreciate you giving permission to play your wonderful work. I truly do appreciate that.
Predator, a person who ruthlessly exploits others for their own gain. Fraud, deception intended to result in financial or personal gain. T-Rev757 is a true crime creator who claims to be an advocate, a voice for the voiceless. He is a fraud and a predator. His platform is built on lies, where he uses his very personal trauma to ingratiate himself to his audience, as well as using that trauma to deflect from his abhorrent behaviors. This video focuses on only one of the many traumatic, senseless, and heartbreaking crimes that T-Rev has exploited and monetized. Don't worry, the rest is coming. Fair warning, T-Rev, I can't be bullied. Your tactics won't work here. Later in the video, I'm going to be reading out some of the text exchanges between the brain-dead ChatGPT lyrics.
Shady, did T-Rev ever like go after her, like send her messages or anything like that? Did he do any of that stuff? Try to intimidate her?
There's this little T-Rex and Smoke. There are a couple of criminal masterminds who both need to stay out of missing and murdered children's cases.
He was going to sue her. Really? For having an opinion? Oh, nice.
See, T-Rev, you pissed off a lot of mama bears and a victim advocate that holds a grudge and doesn't stop. This is where fuck around and find out comes in, T-Rev. Or should I say Austin? As you all are listening, I am asking you to remember 13-year-old Madeline was brutalized sexually for years by a man she thought she could trust. When he was finished with her, he murdered her and threw her body in a field, hidden by some trees and shrubs, where she laid for days.
Yeah, you know, the case of Maddie Soto, and matter of fact, I was supposed to do the show today. We were going to talk about those phone calls by Stephen Stearns. But on Saturday, Chris McDonough is going to be on with me talking. We're going to go over some of those calls. So it's Saturday at 6:30 my time. I will post it for everybody.
Alone. She was expendable to him. She was nothing more than something to exploit, to abuse, and to use. T-Rev wasn't going to allow Stephen Stearns to get the last little bit of satisfaction. There was money to be made, clout to be chased, and shitty rap music to be platformed and sold. If I sound pissed off, it's because I am.
That was funny. Yeah, I remember. Just Irish. Do you remember I was in there too? Do you remember that? I didn't go up on panel, but I do remember her doing that.
Yeah, I felt like I was constantly under pressure. I can tell you right now, I've done some other things I'm not proud about either, and I will go ahead and I will admit to them. One of them is I came on his show one time, and he has sent me the messages. I have all receipts for those, asking me to come on when he was doing a live about the Madeline Soto case, for me to call in and to pretend to be Stephen Stearns' friend, Rick Armstrong.
That was you?
That was me.
You son of a bitches. Oh my gosh. I knew that was so fake, but wow. So that was actually.
By the way, I don't know this Smoke guy or anything. I don't know anything about him. But I am glad that he admitted to this.
Orchestrated between you two behind the scenes?
By him. And he told me to do it.
Right.
And
you still did it.
I didn't want to do it, but he asked me to do it so he can make more money and views.
Yeah. I mean, there has to be some accountability from you though, because you're not a dumb guy. You know what I mean? Like,
no, there's not. I mean,
wow.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, yeah, I feel like a shitty person for doing it.
Yeah. Well, what it is that he was probably taking advantage of him,
because I feel like always trying to help him, because it was always about him, always about making his show better, what I can do to make his show better. So someone asked, was I paid to do it? Yeah. As far as payment goes, he was going to try to set up to get me more viewers for my show, which, I mean, it's silly. It's so sickening to me. I ask I pray every day to God, because I feel like that's just sickening, and I hope that I get forgiven for it, because it's a sin that it needs to wait me every single day. But I mean, I'm not going to not ever admit it. I own up to it. He never will, but I will. I own up to it. I think it's something that's not right at all. It's something terrible to do. But he has this kind of mob mentality to where all of his viewers think that he's just the saint. He does no wrong. He doesn't care about these cases. He's only there for a paycheck. That's all he wants, is the money and the views. And I mean, that right there is proof. And I had the screenshots, I had the receipts of the conversation. Him saying.
Were you also the fake neighbor in Sebastian's case?
No. Nope. The only one that I've ever done was the Rick Armstrong, and that was it. And after
to say like that was it, like that's about a little girl who was brutally sexually assaulted.
I think so. I mean, that's kind of what it sounds like. It sounds like that he did have some guilt, and that that's what it sounds like. I mean, you can do something and then feel guilty about it, and that's just called having a conscience, So in that aspect, respect to you, owning up and telling the truth is a big part of life, I guess, especially when you make stupid mistakes. And this is a stupid mistake. I don't know. It's not like in the grand scheme of life, probably not unforgivable, but like you really don't have a place talking about like this stuff, really, if you ask me. But nobody can stop you from doing it.
By your mom's boyfriend and then murdered. Like that's a big deal.
Right. I know. I know.
Severity.
Yeah, I know. And I hate myself for it. Best believe. I hate myself for it. I'm disgusted with myself, but I wanted to admit that to you and to your viewers, to shed some light about some of the corruption that's going on true crime on YouTube.
I mean, for sure. There's a lot of corruption going on. Wow.
All I remember is him having me call in his show twice. I remember this, the first time I did it, he said, if I keep talking to you, I'm going to get over 100K views on this.
If you kept talking as the fake friend?
Yes.
Wow. If you kept talking as the fake.
There's this weird phenomenon that happens that, people, they want friends. They want people that they think that can help them further their whatever in life. And sometimes you just want to be accepted. Oh, Clipper has it? All right.
Fake friend?
Yes.
Wow.
He said, more people want to hear you talk. Keep talking. 100K views guaranteed.
He's back in his chat. Yeah, I mean, that, like I said, that's like just the need to want to be accepted. I don't know. But that's a terrible sign. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Probably doesn't have many friends, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't know the guy. I'm just saying.
Well, good afternoon. So thank you for being here so we can bring as much attention as possible to the case of missing juvenile Madeline Soto. So let me first start by saying, I know as a parent, this is every parent's worst nightmare. Many of our detectives and deputies who are working the case, they also have children, so they're working extra hard to find Madeline. We can't even imagine the pain and anguish that Madeline's family is going through. But I do want to assure the community that we have well over 100 deputies, detectives, intelligence analysts, and specialized personnel who are investigating this case and searching for Madeline right now. And we will not stop until we find her. So Madeline is 13 years old. She has been missing since 8:30 on Monday morning when mom's boyfriend dropped her off near Hunters Creek Middle School. He dropped her off actually near the Peace United Methodist Church on Town Loop Boulevard. So I'll kind of go through like a timeline of events as we know it. Like I said, mom's boyfriend dropped Madeline off at about 8:30 a.m. on Monday morning, a few blocks away from the school. At approximately 4:30 on Monday afternoon, Madeline's mom went to the school to pick her up and found out that Madeline was not there and had never reported to school. So she never actually entered the school.
In our units out here, and we did discover what appears to be a body. The body has clothing very similar to what the victim was last seen wearing.
The Kissimmee Police Department confirmed Friday that it is the body of Madeline Soto that was found. In a statement, Chief Betty Holland said, quote, "It is with a heavy heart I inform everyone that as we expected, Madeline Soto is deceased. This is a sad day for our community, and we mourn the loss of such a young life." Madeline's mother's boyfriend, Stephon Stearns, was arrested Wednesday for sexual battery and possession of child sexual abuse material just days after Madeline had been reported missing. Detectives found disturbing videos and images on Stearns' cell phone, which they say he attempted to delete.
If you see a child who you think is in trouble, if you see a woman or a male you think is in trouble, we have got to start reporting this as neighbors. There are, in your local community, you can go on your own local community and type in sex assault offenders within a 3 to 5 mile radius of your home. And in most states now and counties, you can pull that listing up, and you'll be shocked to see how many people around you
that have these type of tendencies. Yep.
Yes. In a 3 mile radius, you could have 25 living in your area. You don't even know it. And the person you may be dating may be one of them, and you don't even know it.
She's right. I agree with you.
So we gotta,
the one that did what he did to me when I was growing up, I was raped by somebody. It's going to trigger one, but I'm open with it at this point in my life, and I've been talking about it for years. I just looked him up not too long ago and seen that he has a kid around him and everything, and still lives in Virginia Beach. He's still out there. So the stuff that he did to me and the torture that he put me through, I'm just glad that I was able to get out of that situation and now be here to not only give a voice, but also be a voice in the community and try to make a difference and give back. Because my first half of my life, it wasn't that great, but I'm a walking definition of you can turn that shit around in one night, and you can help people push forward. And you know what I mean? You can make an impact on thousands of people with not only your story, but the way that you cover stories and the way that you're passionate about the stories that you cover. I mean, you can't just get on here and think, oh, I want clout and I want to grow and I want that. No, it's not about that. Your head has to be into the story. That's why you'll never hear me ask nobody for $1. That's why I don't give a shit about asking people for $1. I care about the stories that we're talking about. I obviously care about the details of the story, and people need to hear this shit. Stuff that you were just talking about within, women and protecting different things, and we need to start reaching out. We need to start helping each other. I mean, for instance, I'm stuck in an eerie situation with something certain, but I got some stuff coming out on that, and it is heartbreaking across the nation that this is going on in households right now with even people who don't have criminal records. So
it's crazy. And I was thinking the other day about the movie The Killing Field, and I'm sitting there going, America is now the killing field. All across this nation, we are now the killing field of these children, and it's insane. And just, if you're neighbors and you think something's going on, if you and I know people don't want to get involved and they're nervous about stuff. If you've got police officers that aren't taking you serious, screw them and call the police back. You can make anonymous calls. In the state of Florida, if you see a child being abused or you think a child's being abused, as a neighbor, you are considered a mandatory, if you're an adult, you're considered a mandatory reporter, even as a neighbor. And the state of Florida, somebody correct me out there if I'm wrong, just either passed or they're getting ready to pass a death penalty for people who sexually abuse children. So good luck in prison down here.
They need that everywhere.
They need it everywhere. And, but, you know, it's your story, and thank you for sharing your life and your story and for what you're doing to help. But we've got to help educate kids more.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
It's just, this stuff is just kind of sweeping it under the carpet anymore.
You said that right, and I had to pause you there. You said
they need it everywhere. And
we need to teach kids, and not only that, we need to teach them what to look for. If something is going on, you got to speak right away. And that's I didn't speak for 2 years. And finally, how I spoke out is I see the commercial, and when I was at my grandma's, visiting my grandma's, I seen an AIDS commercial, and I remember sitting there eating my Frosted Flakes. I looked at her after watching the AIDS commercial, and I told my grandma, I said, "Do I have AIDS?" And she yanked my ass up out that chair and pulled me all the way upstairs, set a bath, put some toys in there. And then,
did you have AIDS? What the hell?
She said, "Tell me more about why you asked me why you had AIDS. If you have AIDS?"
Oh, wow.
And I just completely told her. I folded and told her, I was like, you know, my life was being threatened. He said, if I tell anybody, he'd kill me, which is like, I literally spilled it all to her. So from that point on, grandma actually took the initiative. Nobody around me even could notice or nothing like that. The only person who noticed anything was my grandmother, who lived in Pennsylvania when I was living in friggin' Virginia. These signs. I didn't really know what was going on until, you know, I learned some things and growing up.
Right. And then by the time
I want to say this really quick, that Madeline Soto's story is probably as horrific of a story as you could come across. From the time that this man entered her life to the time where she died, where she was murdered brutally and selfishly killed. Her life was nothing but abuse. And to think that any of us, you know, I know that a lot of us have had really terrible childhoods, but Madeline was just living a life of every day is a nightmare, a horrible nightmare, you know. And this is bullshit.
You know, a perpetrator goes from you, how many have they assaulted on down the road? And as adults, as women, you know, especially women, and I'm sorry, ladies, it does come back on. Sorry, it does. We need to step back and go, no, you're not coming to my house with my kids. You're not.
Yeah, basically any part of her life that she could remember was just nothing but just utter misery and torture.
March 4th, 2024. T-Reb says, bruh, I dare you to call in and say you were his friend in high school. I'll fall out of my chair. Smoke says, LMAO, bet. What's his friend's name? T-Reb says,
I'm sure there are some people in here that are not, that don't agree with the death penalty. But I mean, is the death penalty designed for anybody better than Stephen Stearns? I mean, that's that's when, you know, he's just a prime candidate for the death penalty.
Make up one, LOL. Say you don't want to be known. I'll say you emailed
What do we need people like that in the world for? We don't.
me, LMAO. You got to change your voice, though. What's his friend's name? Fall out of my says. March 4th, 2024. T-Rev says, bruh, I dare you to call in and say you were his friend in high school. I'll fall out of my chair. Smoke says, LMAO, bet. What's his friend's name? T-Rev says, make up one, LOL. Say you don't want to be known. I'll say you emailed me, LMAO. You got to change your voice, though.
Lots of LMAOs. There's a lot of laughing going on here.
Smoke says, bruh, I got you. T-Rev says, they know Smoke. Smoke says, you gonna call me? T-Rev says, yes, your phone. Smoke says, bet. T-Rev says, that was funny as fuck. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. They said he got scared. Smoke says, I lost service, but I recovered it. LMAO. Shit, call back. T-Rev says, I got you. I'll call you. I just tried. Smoke says, my kid's home. It'll be too loud. I hope I did good. LMAO. T-Rev says, yes, they want more. It will go viral, bro. I'll upload it and it will go crazy. Smoke says, fuck it. Call it. Didn't show you were calling. T-Rev says, 100K plus if I talk to you more. I'll upload it. Laughing emoji. Watch. Smoke says, try again. T-Rev says, right now, here we go. Smoke says, K. Smoke says, LMAO, how was that? T-Rev says, bruh, funny. I'll upload it. Watch. Smoke says, did I disguise my voice good? T-Rev says, that shit was funny, bro. For real, for real. Laughing emoji. I'm going to upload it. You did your thing, Rick Armstrong.
Let me see. You do believe in the death penalty. General population, let nature take its course. I mean, I don't really care how it gets done. I'm just saying that, you know, that there's these arguments where people say, well, you know, how do you teach people that killing's wrong by killing, you know, and I don't think it's a lesson. I don't think it's meant as a deterrent. I don't think that personally, what I think is that when somebody commits such a horrific crime that they don't deserve to be here on this earth anymore. Like you just can't, you have lost the right, you know. That's just what I think. It's not a deterrent. It's not a learn a lesson. It's none of that to me. It's you have blown your chance to live amongst us. You're such a dangerous person that we don't even want you here anymore. And I think that Stephen Stearns is exactly that kind of guy. I believe that he's the kind of guy that you don't want walking the face of the earth, whether that be in prison or not.
March 5th, 2024. I'm going to read out the messages here, but I will also be matching it up to T-Rev's live stream on the 5th. You can see it for yourself. T-Rev says, Rick Armstrong, the chat's calling for you. Smoke says, LMAO, all right, give me 5 minutes. I'm going to get chat fired fuck up. Rick has 0 fucks to give today. LMAO. Old Rick came and saw everybody talking down on him.
That's crazy, dude.
I have to go back and watch your stream again to get the voice 100% exact. Call out.
You know how that he's telling the truth? Because did Rick ever call back in? Ever? Did Rick ever call back in? Rick could have cleared this whole thing up, couldn't he have? He goes, no, I'm really Rick, whatever, fucking Henderson or whatever. You know, he could have called in. He didn't. Because he doesn't exist. He's not a real person.
After this chick, maybe. I'm going to get crazy. T-Rev says, I got you. 0 fucks to give today. LMAO. Old Rick came and saw everybody talking.
LMAO.
Down on him. I have to go back and watch your stream again to get the voice 100% exact. Call after this chick, maybe. I'm going to get crazy. T-Rev says, I got you. I'm about to call.
Damn.
Smoke says, K. T-Rev says, I just hyped it up. Laughing emoji. Here we go. 3,200. T-Rev says, bruh. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Smoke says, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. T-Rev says, I had to turn off my camera. I was laughing so hard. Smoke says, I had to prevent myself from laughing. T-Rev says, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Smoke sends a screenshot of the live stream, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. T-Rev says, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Smoke sends another screenshot of the live stream with 4 laughing emojis. T-Rev says, laughing emoji 3 times. Smoke says, class action lawsuit for Rick, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. T-Rev says, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. That shit has me dying. Yeah, we're going to sue a Google voice number. Smoke says, Rick has to look like Uncle Danny. T-Rev says, that's where we will send them. Smoke says, I would like to come up for like 5 minutes to discuss an angle with the mom. Well, pay attention to that. It'll come up later in the video. T-Rev says, Uncle Danny is and uses a pejorative term for a transgender person. I'll give a couple callbacks and call you. Just make sure you have your voice straight. That shit is fucking crazy. That
Who would
fucking
fake,
dude is
who would
weird
fake
as
these
fuck,
messages?
son. Smoke says, bet.
Who would go through all the, and by the way, I'm sure, and I haven't done it, but I'm sure that a lot of these messages, if you went and looked at the ones with Athena, that he probably talks the same to Smoke as he did Athena, just probably, more angry with less LMAOs and shit like that. It should violate terms of service. Absolutely should.
Smoke says, someone in chat is posing as Rick and it's not me, bro. T-Rev says, LMAO, I know, it's cool. Fuck them. There's trolls. Laughing emoji. That shit was wild, Rick. Smoke says, laughing emoji. Everybody wants to see Rick die a slow, painful death. I told you I was going to be crazy. T-Rev sends laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, and says, fuck Rick, son. Next Johnny needs to call. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Smoke says, LMAO, I have to figure out a Johnny voice. T-Rev then sent the link to the fake call he clipped and says, get in there and smash Rick's ass. LOL. Here's the thumbnail he made for it. Wonder if he called the police on himself.
Even in hindsight, if you think about this, like why does he care about Madeline Soto so much, but he owes tens of thousands of dollars in child support for his own kids that he hasn't talked to in 7 years? That is such a big chunk of the childhood. I mean, that's crazy. Crazy.
Good phone call. If you want to call in, it's 219-885-9693 as you hear these crucial details coming in this evening about
fucking loser.
Madeline Soto. It's very heartbreaking and it's sad to listen to and it is sad to look at. But at the same time, we need some damn change. And the only way that we change is if we come together.
Out on 2 years when he had a 5-year sentence. That's a failure, and that sets children up to be abused again.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't think this guy ever had a charge. I think you looked at that and he's never been charged.
Traffic. I think it was traffic stuff. It was just
Right.
That was it.
Right. I've heard some people saying, why he was charged long ago. He wasn't. He was that guy that called and said that he had seen some stuff, and his mom got him out of it, paying a friend off. But we don't know if that's true or not.
Email real quick. Speaking of that, one of his, I don't know if that person yesterday, the person yesterday Can you give me a call? I want to address what that person said about me. Whoa,
For those of you
Rick
just
Armstrong.
joining or not up to speed on this is T-Rev 757. And Unsupervised Maniacs this was 8 months ago or so that this was made, and she put together this video talking about the harm that T-Rev and his friend Smoke had done in the Madeline Soto case. And then, faked being someone's friend. The list goes on and on. I wonder if T-Rev would scare Crabtree if he meets the requirements.
I said, could you give me a call? I want to address what that person said about me. Rick Armstrong was the person who emailed me yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, that's the same person who emailed me emailed yesterday for a call and said he was friends with this guy.
Right. There's another guy that's communicating as well. He's on another YouTube, guys. I saw it today. I was trying to find it and I found it. I'll send you the information, but they said he's speaking out again. He's speaking to more people, but it's not this Rick guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different guy, but I don't know. I think that with the police and the pictures, everybody has sent a wrong picture or a wrong text message to somebody by hitting the wrong button. I don't know if that was off his work phone. They use their work phone for investigations, looking at stuff, and he was trying to send it to a folder, a file, or somebody within the ranks and hit the wrong thing. I would be sick as a police officer if I did that by accident. I can't imagine them trying to put that out there for real. I mean, why lose your whole career and also disgrace this little girl like that? I can't imagine somebody doing that on purpose.
Well,
right.
Maybe I'm giving the cop a little more lenience there, but he's got to live with that one, And for people who are looking at it and sending it to people, have some respect for Maddie. She lost her life in a horrible way, and she doesn't need to be defiled anymore, even in her death. So just delete the picture, send it back to hell where it came from, and,
lawyered up. That's what they're saying. I'm getting reports that the mom lawyered up. That's what I heard yesterday.
Yeah,
I've been hearing that all day.
He did the same bullshit with those 3 guys, the Kansas City chief guys. Fucking man, he ran that into the ground
yesterday that she lawyered up. So I don't know. They must be trying to get some, answers out of her for something if she's lawyering up.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, working in the system a little bit that I have, I mean, when people are your kid's been killed, your kid's been murdered, and you're living with a perp who obviously did it. You've been with him for 7 years. You know something. Lawyers in town are going to kind of gather around her and say, you need an attorney because you're speaking too much. I mean, this is how this works.
Right.
And so I'm sure somebody has told her, shut the hell up, stop talking, no more interviews, do not talk to the police unless you're with me, especially if she had inconsistencies. My concern is like I said, I'm afraid she's going to do the same thing that Kayla did, and that's, get her immunity by sharing information when it's her own daughter.
Yeah.
I
sure. It's I don't know. What is this? What is he talking about? Somebody said something about, I'm trying to remember back a few phone calls ago.
Somebody said that I think they didn't think it was him. And
look, there was a lot of people that were in the chats, and you're good-hearted people, so you don't expect people to do this kind of shit. And when you find out that they do, it's disappointing. When you put people on pedestals, look, I'm not just ragging on T-Rev here. Like people make mistakes and let people down all the time. And I've let a lot of people down in my life, but I mean, this is something different. This is a lot different. This isn't scamming. This This is, I mean, technically, I guess it is, but it's evil. It's criminal. Yeah, of course. This is different. It's different type stuff, man. This is crazy stuff. I know you did. I know. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. And I see you guys. You say, well, I was there. I was in the chat. I feel stupid. I feel duped. How could you know? How could you know that somebody would do that? You don't.
If he had known this back then why didn't he say something?
Yeah, and he said he wanted to address. He emailed and said, "I've been trying to get through. I can't get through, but I want to address it." So
right. And he said we were kids. We were young, 17, 18-year-old kids, and And
I will tell you this: I got a message from one of his mods one time. This was, I can't remember which case it was. I think it might have been Sebastian's. And I got a message on Instagram from one of his at the time mods, and she sent me his phone number, and she said that he wanted to get in touch with me, and I think he wanted to get in touch with me so he could get in touch with Seth. I think that was the move, and I didn't at the time. I didn't have. I didn't talk to Seth like that. He came on my show a couple of times, but I just went delete. I didn't want anything to do with him. I just didn't. I don't know. I saw his spirit box shit, and I was just like, I don't know. The YOLO hat was a bit of a red flag, but I have a major problem with like Malibu's Most Wanted type dudes. They're very rarely are they authentic. Like when you're trying to be something completely different than who you actually are. Like he's not who he's portraying himself to be. At all. And he's obviously not comfortable in his own skin, which I understand. I get that.
And I'm not agreeing with him and saying what he did was right or what they did was right. But like I said, how many times does this stuff happen on campus or at schools or high school, whatever, and everybody knows what's going on, but nobody's saying anything. It happens all the time. And it's like your last caller said, we need to be having conversations.
Like, I didn't think that I didn't think like he would do this kind of stuff or anything like that. I just didn't find him authentic. And I have a pretty good sense of being able to kind of feel people out, I guess, pretty quickly. But I didn't think this. That's what I'm saying. Who thinks this? Who thinks somebody would do this? It's sick shit.
With our kids and just saying, this is your all's world coming up. And you're going to be parents one of these days.
Yeah.
And you want to know how to communicate with your children and have open, honest, conversation here. And, understand if something.
I've taken some of the most combative live calls from some of the most psychotic people in the world. And they weren't very nice to me either. But yeah, and people are like, but to fake it?
Something happens to you or happens to one of your friends, it's okay to tell somebody.
Right. I had a phone call with Don Wells that was nuclear, insane. And shit went on for like 30 minutes. And I mean, it got bad.
We're so afraid of somebody in trouble that maybe didn't do it. We've seen people go down for stuff they didn't do.
Well, I'm Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, the justice system has definitely failed people, and I've seen some wild stuff. I can't remember this guy's name. I just watched it on Hulu not too long ago. But he did 21 years in prison for murdering his wife, and he never murdered his wife. It was actually a criminal who got out of prison and was homeless and found her on the side of the road, broke down, and broke in and killed her. But the neighbor lied across the street and said she seen him put the body in the trunk, and he never did that ever. They were able to clear him of all evidence over fingerprints that they missed 21 years ago. So I mean, there's a lot of wild cases of injustice in our country. There definitely needs to be some fixes. Again, I appreciate you calling in. I'm gonna see what Rick wants to clear. He seems pretty angry.
Okay, I sent you an email, by the way.
Oh, did you? Let me check.
I did just a little while ago. So it says Elijah Vu.
Yep, I see it.
I bet you that 70% of this chat has never heard it. I would imagine.
Yep. I see you.
That was 2-3 years ago.
Thank you. That you must be talking about that vehicle of interest. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. We got some stuff to talk about that too, and I appreciate you calling in. Thank you for sending that email. I'm going to check that out too. We need to release some stuff on Little Elijah, so I'll share that on the platform, make a video about it. Thank you so much. God bless you, man. Make sure you lock your doors, stay vigilant. I know you'll be in chat though, so shout out to you. Thank you for being tuned into the show and actually taking a part of the show and being a voice and again sharing your thoughts, opinions. I feel like it's helpful not only to the community, but for me also. Thank you. So I want to thank you for that.
Well, thank you. Thank you for all you do.
And by the way, like that was a nuclear call, but I got worse personal calls from him. Way worse.
The voice for these kids. Thank you.
God bless you, ma'am.
You too. Love you. Bye.
Love you back. All right, here we go. I guess let me shoot him back a call. So this person is the person that Doug was talking about, our first caller. Here we go.
Talking to Stacy Wandra, that was like another one. That shit pissed me off.
Let's see what the air clear needs to be. Clear the
He's a sweet guy.
Clear the air.
Hello?
Hello. Is this Rick?
Yeah, who is this?
No, yesterday you emailed me. You just emailed me again and said somebody said something. You want to clear the air?
Well, tell you what. Yeah, and I think I remember who this is. And I think this is what T-Rev in your show that you were talking about. I've seen everything that was going on. I went back and I found your stream and I watched it. And I've seen all your chat on there running their mouth, calling me, saying that I'm a liar and saying all kinds of stuff. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a liar. They can say whatever they want. I don't care. But I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy.
No, but what bothered you the most, like, that you seen?
Just them basically saying that I'm some kind of a troll or that I'm some kind of person on here that's just trying to call you and give you misinformation.
Mm-hmm. Well, no. I think it's the simple fact that people are saying, if you've seen those things, why didn't you report it to the police then? I think that's more of what it is that could, that the people are saying from what the comments that I've read. It's more of why didn't if he's seen these things, if this guy's seen the things that he said, why did he not report it to police? I think that's more of what the more of the majority of the people are saying. In the totality of it, you know what I mean? That's what I think personally, just from comments.
Banana Fresh says, "I remember this," and people in the chat said it sounded like smoke.
That could help out the case a lot, and everyone was chiming out and saying that I'm just making stuff up. These people don't know a damn thing. I gave you caseful information. I told you. Everyone calls him Stefan or whatever. I knew him by Steven, unless he gave me an alias. I'm sorry, but that's what I knew him by.
All right, so is this when people started questioning him? Because Smoke said Steven and not Stefan. How would your cousin? Wouldn't your cousin know your name? Jerk off.
And I feel like you're just taking that information and your chat's taking that information and you're stretching it or some shit. I don't know. All I will know is when I seen the chat, everyone mouthing, it got me. It got under my skin because I'm not here to take away from the actual case. I'm here to shed some light because I actually know the guy.
I mean, okay. I'm just saying though, in general, when it comes to this, when it comes to what was said about you in chat, I'm almost positive it was from what I just said about not letting police know that this guy, that you've seen things like this, like him with minors and stuff like, because that's what was said yesterday. You said you've seen stuff with minors, so why didn't you report it? That's what the majority is saying, and I thought the same thing.
Dude, I love when McDonough says the totality. He goes, Holmes, it's the totality of the evidence. It's not just the one thing. It's it's the totality of evidence. And then he oh, I also like when he says caper. He always goes, "Yeah, and we got a caper here, another little caper." What's up, Karen?
Well,
I'll tell you the story. One time, I was messaging with Dylan. This was in the early days. I think it was right before his channel. They took his channel down, and he's like, he said, he goes, "My dad's watching your show." And I said, "How do you know that?" And he says, "I can hear him laughing on the other side of the Airstream. You're doing an impression of him." That was pretty good stuff. It was funny. He loves the impression. Thinks it's great.
At the time, though, I mean,
I think he's kind of flattered by it too. That I actually
we're a lot older than some of you folks. You know, we're not the same. You know, we're a lot older than some of you folks. So at the time, you know, of course that was frowned upon, but there's a lot of stuff that happened back in the day that wouldn't, you know, go around now because it's just different times. You know how many rock stars or singers back in the day that were having relations with underage girls that never got covered by media or nothing. But nowadays, it's, you know, I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying, a different time period.
All right. Oh yeah, you know, my favorite's when I can get him to, when he gets that like big grin and starts laughing, and he's just like, his whole face is just like, his eyes are like disappeared. He's like, you can see him just kind of bouncing up and down.
All right. So
he's got a great sense of humor.
All right. So what type of stuff did Steven Stearns do then? What type of stuff did you see him do? I mean, with your own eyes that you've been around.
Well, I've seen him try to pick up younger girls that were, you know, we were in our teens. We were like our 16, 17 years old. And he tried to go after 8 or 9-year-old girls, sometimes even 10 or 11, to have sex with them.
Wow. I mean, that's wild.
Be in a relationship with these younger children. I've seen it. Oh, my question is this, you know, why all of a sudden is this information getting brought out? If anyone looks deep enough, you can find the information yourself. There's plenty of people in Florida now that still know him.
9 years old though.
9 or 10, I would say. There were a few that were 9 or 10 years old, and then I know that there were some who were 12 and 13 years old.
You know how hard that is to listen to hear someone say they seen with him try to hook up with 9 and say that's hard to hear for me. I mean, I want to say what the, then you didn't think that was fucking wrong.
So it's Josh, my friends watch you after because they're asleep and we laugh our asses off with you. Even haters, I bet, think you're hilarious. I get told that I'm not funny by them a lot. They go, "You're not funny. I don't find him funny." I get that, but I think so.
I thought it was wrong.
I mean, I guess comedy is subjective.
I've questioned him about some of the stuff, but he's threatened to cause me physical harm.
Okay, I mean, I can get that. But damn, like at 8, 9, I don't know. I'd report that.
I mean, this is so staged.
But I mean, I don't know what.
Yes, I can. Get off my doorstep, you fucking bitch.
But your age was at the time too, so I guess what the age factor would matter into everything when it comes to how old you guys were at that time.
I remember when him and PG were arguing, and she was like something about what'd she say? She said, she goes, "There is no investigation," and he goes, "There's not." Well, that's fucking news to me.
T-Rev, listen to this.
But your mindset, if you thought that this person was really going to hurt you, were you in fear for your safety and you didn't talk to police because of fear for your safety? I'm trying to factor in how old you were then when this happened. So how old were you when he was trying to hook up with those types that you're talking about? How old were you?
18 years old.
16?
18 years old. 18.
18 years old.
This is terrible acting. I mean, it really is, especially now that you know. But I mean, yeah, in hindsight, you can tell. But that's kind of what he does.
18 years old.
Oh, I've had it out with PG before. Don't worry.
I'm pretty much basically a year younger than him, and he was doing all that stuff. T-Rev, listen, I'm gonna tell you something right now, and I hope you are alive because I want this brought out. There were certain times where I would pull him to the side and tell him that his whole entire attitude and his approach to this was completely reckless. And you know what he would do? He would laugh it off and say, "Hey, man, who's going to catch me? Who's going to rat on me? Are you going to rat on me? Are you going to roll on me and tell somebody?" He goes, "You're only guilty if you get caught."
Or Steven, or as you call him, or whatever, and that you've seen him touch 9 or try to hook up with 9-year-olds and 10-year-olds. That you don't find nothing wrong with that in that capacity of your mind. You don't find nothing wrong with that. Level out with me here for a second, Rick. Level out with me and tell me straight up. You don't see nothing wrong with talking to or seeing one of your friends talk to a kid such.
What drives me? It just drives me nuts because I know that he has kids and he doesn't care about them.
Just 9, 10, 11, and 12, 13. It don't matter. You don't see nothing wrong with that. Yes or no?
And by the way, him hanging out with his 16-year-old son who needs very little actual care at this point, meaning I'm not talking about love and affection and, I'm talking about like he can feed himself if he needs to. He can shower for him. He can shower himself. He can do all these things. That's not exactly like coming in and, you ever deal with a kid who took a shit all the way up their back? My son used to do it all the way to his neck. He'd blow his diaper all the way out. And I'd be like, dude, this is the 3rd time that you did this today. And he'd think it was funny. And then it was bath time every single time. And then you put him in that little friggin' tub thing and you have to wash. Like that's not how, he's 16,
I do not see nothing wrong with that because you know why? Because me and Steven were both part of a fucking ring. How about that?
Nah, I call bullshit. No way.
Get the fuck out of here!
No way.
Tripping, dude. Stupid. And thank you for putting that up, Muscles.
Man, come on. No way. No way. 219-85-96-93. This shit is like Oprah right now. Next. I don't know what's up with that. 985, you're live. Talk to me. Bring me back to light, please.
Oh, hey, sorry.
Bring me
I
back
wasn't
to
expecting to get this. So, yeah, hey, I just found your channel a couple days ago. I am so, into this story. And, man, first news that was just on there, wow. I ain't buying shit he's selling at all. The other thing, Justin, Jennifer as a whole, her whole parenting thing should be really questioned. I mean, I know I'm a mom. I've been a working mom. I have never, ever missed a single birthday party for any of my kids. I put in well in advance, hey, I need this day off for my kid's birthday. That just seems off to me. Her leave, she had to have left this kid so many times with that man for him to get away with doing this. How long, was he a babysitter? Where was she at when all this was happening? I'm so blown away by all of it. It's so crazy.
I'm blown away by it too.
It is crazy. And the fact that I'm kind of baffled, my bad. I'm still lagging from that last call because I'm like, here, hold up. You're 18. You were 18 and you've seen this dude with 9, 10, 11.
Shut up. It's bullshit. Such bullshit.
11-year-old? What?
I'm not even sure. I don't think this dude knows this dude at all, to be honest with you.
No, I'm saying, what if that is true?
If that is true,
honestly,
that's crazy.
These people on the internet, honestly, after Idaho 4, all the crazy people that came out, I honestly don't know what to believe when I'm talking to people. So I try to, take everything with a grain of salt. But what if that is true? I don't know if
it is. That's so messed up. Oh my God. Even if he would have said 17, 18-year-olds, but he was talking kids, this is all crazy. How did anybody think that was okay? I don't care what age you are. You know when something's wrong.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not buying it either. I think he's trying to get some getting his little 5 minutes, I guess. But that ain't the way to go about it. Wow. I just made him look even worse than the other guy.
Yeah, I'm like,
I mean,
yeah, it's all right.
in the same little, you just assume be as guilty as he is if you're going to watch it and not say
Email it.
anything.
Either way, I'm gonna clip. So I'm clipping just that part out and I'm sending it over in the email to the line just in case. Just like
Yeah, I
did
would
before.
definitely I would send that over because it should be checked into. Because I mean, hey, I don't know if he saw it physically with his own eyes, it means he was there. That's kind of crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he was speaking from when they were kids. I don't know. I got confused. The part that got to me was, when I said, well, how young did you see them with? 9 years old, eight, like something. I'm like, what? 9
He
years?
named a bunch of different ages too, so it kind of his story was all over the place.
Nothing's wrong with 9 years old. You don't see nothing wrong with that. That right there.
Oh, I have an 11-year-old, and we have talks all the time. Like, no guy is allowed to see, touch, nothing. I don't care if they're uncle. I don't care if they're grandpa. Nobody. I mean, I don't know. I just don't get people. I'm sorry. I was shocked you actually answered. I've been trying to call for a long time.
No.
So when you answered, I was like,
He's a celebrity.
For a while.
He's a celebrity. I mean, he's got people to talk to.
Right.
What's this? T-Rev thinks Smoke wants called as Johnny. Watch T-Rev's face as he pretends not to know Smoke's number.
I see somebody said callback. I got you. Here's the first callback email. People, if you're not getting through and you want to get through, you're emailing for callback. So here's the first one I seen. This is callback.
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's going on?
You
email for a callback?
Good to see you.
What's going on?
Thank you for
it's me, man. It's me, Smoke.
Thank you for letting us play this. I'm pretty sure you said that I could the other day. We're just going through it.
What's up, Rev Gang? What's up, everybody? I actually really think that the mom's going to get off because I feel like the mom is going to somehow say that she didn't know it was going on, and somehow she's going to get off on all of it. He's probably going to do time over, I think, but I think she's going to get off.
And unsupervised, you know what? I read some of the comments on your under this video. People are nuts. Like people are nuts. They defended it. Like I was saying earlier, all that whoever that Rick Henderson or whoever Harry was, is that who it was? Like he could have cleared the whole thing up if that was a real person, But Smoke gave this stupid ass story. Like it was completely ridiculous.
Let me see it. I see some callbacks. I got you. Hold on, I got you. I'm going to answer this one when I see Dog Libby live. 580, you're on the show. Talk to me.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. You are live.
Thank you very much. I'm going to mute my TV. Well, yeah, I've been on here for a minute. I was on here last night listening as well, too. I'm revved up. I got triggered. Everything else. You look at the statistics for females, 1 in 4, the numbers are 1 in 4 have been at least molested. And so I'm sure there's a lot of women out there with our stories and what's happening. I'm 67, and Rick is 36, and he didn't know how to do better, and everybody accepted it. Really bad news to hear a man say that, especially a man who says he's a father. And just a little guide that person might go by is if you don't feel like telling the police, why don't you tell the child's parent?
Right.
A parent will involve the police, or a parent will handle it. I will go, well, I have actually just gone all in. It happened to me. I blabbed, I told, and it happened again, and I told, and it was all handled to my satisfaction. I gave nothing up. It was taken from me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't shrink back. I'm built different, I think. And it's been a lot. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I interrupted you. You were saying good evening to you.
Has he sued you yet, Maniac?
Hello?
No, I'm there. I'm listening to you.
Okay, I thought you were getting ready to say something.
Nah, I'm listening to what you're saying.
Well, for a father to say that, and I'm speaking to Rick.
I'm going to
or
run him
anybody
off
like Rick.
all the way.
I live on a street here that I have some Ricks on. And
okay, so you're referring. All right, I got you. You're referring back to the caller from earlier.
Well, yeah, that's what
I got like like I said, I'm not. I want to make this clear. I am not better than anybody or anything. I've made plenty of mistakes in my life, and I try not to. But one of the things that I just can't stand about this guy is like he's like a deadbeat dad, and he pretends to care about other kids. That's weird.
What got me feeling that I'm going to say something, because never has it been acceptable just because nobody told, just because no man told. It's never been acceptable.
Very much.
Tell me, what does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Have your fears and your pain gone away? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. I hope the angels know what they have. I bet it's so nice up in heaven since you arrived. Tell me, what do you do up in heaven? Are your days filled with love and light? Is there music? Is there art and invention? Tell me, are you happy? Are you more alive? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. And I hope the angels know what they have. I'll bet it's so nice up in heaven since you arrived. I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. And I hope the angels know what they have. I'll bet it's so nice up in heaven since you arrived. Since you arrived.
Wow. I don't know who sang that. I don't know. Maniacs, that was speechless. Which is not a good thing when you're doing a show. Yeah. Wow. Like I said, the thing is, the thing about the Maddie Soto case, the Madeline Soto case, is that what she experienced was hell on earth. Hell on earth. I just can't imagine. It was like every night, like you weren't safe. You know, the only time you were safe was at school. You know, and it's pretty disrespectful, man. Like it's just the worst. It really, really is. Just fucking shit. Yeah, it's like any place is better than that. You know, it just used and abused, and when you couldn't be used and abused anymore, then you're discarded like garbage. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard that. I never did a lot on the Maddie Soto case. I mean, I talked about it sometimes, a few times. We did an episode on the witness box. I did one or two on the lab. It was just a lot, you know. I was just a lot. It wasn't something that I could talk about that often. It was something that I didn't want to talk about that often. And I knew it was a trendy topic and people wanted to talk about it. And you know, I want to hear these phone calls because I find Stephen Stearns just an absolute, just be an absolute freak, creep who deserves a death penalty. But it wasn't a case. It's never been a case that I talked about much, because it's as dark as it gets. I mean, he took everything from her. Everything. There's nothing that he didn't take from her. And then when he was done with her, he discarded her. Oh, thank you, Dina. Well, I tell you this, that trial is going to be. Austin unsend a message. Look at all that. So he's trying to cover his tracks. He's trying to cover his tracks after the whole thing, which is crazy. Yeah, he wasn't the only one. There was a lot of that. But what he did was unthinkable, unspeakable, unfathomable. Well, I think that you being there will be a blessing. You'll strengthen that courtroom because it's going to be miserable. I swear to God, I hope not. I don't want him to take a deal because I want him to get the death penalty. And I know that may or may not be a popular opinion. I don't know if it is or not. But I think that there's somebody like him that deserves death. That's just me. So I hope they're unwilling to make a deal. I hope that they have all the evidence that they need. And yeah, it is what it is, and he doesn't. He really, I mean, I can't imagine all the evidence that they have. No, he shouldn't take a plea. Yeah. I haven't listened to any of those phone calls. I know a lot of you guys have, and I just haven't because his voice kind of bothers me, but I'm going to do it. I want to hear his bull. Yeah, his voice is, he's just absolutely the worst. And let me thank you, Sparker. I appreciate that for your $10 super sticker. That's very kind of you. You think she's going to testify? Did you listen? So who has listened to them? Have you guys listened to them? Yeah, I can't stand his. He's a whiny little bitch. He's just a whiner. Like, I can't stand that meek bullshit. He's just, it's like this, well, you know, and then behind the scenes, he's worse than any monster that, you know, people talk about monsters, like, you know, oh, monsters don't exist. They don't exist. You know, they're not the ones hiding under their bed. Yes, they do exist. And yes, that's where a lot of them hide. In plain sight. I mean, the man is a monster. He's not even a man. I mean, he's just a sick, depraved, you know, and inevitably somebody's going, you know, there are going to be sympathizers and say, well, he's just twisted in the head. I don't give a shit. What does that matter to me? Anybody that does stuff like that's twisted in the head. I mean, what do you want to be absolved because of that? No. Of course she should be. Good Lord, she should be. She fed him to the wolf. She fed her own daughter to the wolves. She didn't protect her. I don't care what anybody says. I used to be like, well, I don't say that about her. No bullshit. What she did was she totally neglected what was going on. That's what she did. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Let me see here. It was a beautiful video, and somebody said that. Who was it that sang it? And Unsupervised Maniacs. That's her video. She's fantastic. It's great stuff. Yeah, where? Okay, so who has that again? Clipper? Did somebody say Clipper has it? I could certainly play it. Oh yeah, she went after Dolly too, just the other day. Aren't I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to you. If not, shame on me, but I'm pretty sure I am. Let's see. Let me see here. Did somebody say it was on Clippers? Let me look. Do his parents like? Do they go? Oh, does somebody know where this is? And if you do, can you put it in the? I know only mods can do it. Shady has it. Oh, cool. Hold on. We're going to get there eventually. There it is. Found it. She fucked him up. It was bad. Oh, yeah. That's what we're doing. I'm going to do my best. I mean...
Maniac? Oh, shit. What I just lit up on the panel?
T-Rev, are you calling me a liar? Are you saying my video was a lie?
What video? I don't even know you.
Yeah, right.
Oh, please. You threatened to sue me.
She's
I've never heard you a day in my life.
What?
I don't even know who you are. I've never seen your name one time.
That's why I bought from your channel.
Look at her. She's gorgeous. You know her.
He knows me.
If I knew you, I would say I knew you. Like, why would I sit here and be like, I don't know you?
Look at you, little T-Rex. What's the matter? You know what?
I've never heard of you a day in my life.
You threatened to sue me.
What do you mean I threatened? Who are you? What is your name? Where? I don't even know who you are. Tell me some of your content because I don't know you.
Oh, well, she only made the video saying what a piece of shit you were.
Called T-Rev is a predator and a fraud. It has 16,000 views on it.
And that's exactly. Oh yeah. Okay. Because I heard about somebody who made up lies. Predator. Where? Show me. Show me where I'm on papers or touched and did some weird shit. The kids in the back. You're right. I will sue the fuck out of you for saying some dumbass shit like that. For saying that I'm a predator. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Predator is what you did to Madeline's case. It's absolutely 100% in. You're full of shit.
Well, wait.
No respect. Nobody saw me. There's curtains. Get the fuck out of here.
Words are hard, T-Rev. Look it up. Look up what a predator
Words are hard. You're calling somebody a predator. Do you know what that is? Do you know, just sit there and call somebody who's been fucking raped before a predator? You're stupid as fuck. Shut your dumb ass up. You're crazy as fuck to sit here and tell someone who's been fucking raped in a room.
You are not using
You're tripping. Get out of here.
I mean, I don't believe it. I don't really believe him. I think that's like a shield that some people use. Well, not some people, him. I think he's using it as a shield. I don't know. I mean, I wish I didn't feel that way. I don't want to call into question, but I don't believe it. I don't know why.
Correctly. You're not using it correctly.
Next.
You are a predator.
Call me a predator. Somebody who's actually lived this shit.
For financial reasons.
Somebody who actually lived this shit. You're not even here to tell me that.
No. When you had your friend call in and pretend to be Rick Armstrong.
See you later.
Who? Okay, wait. So you have a channel? You have a channel? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he left. Okay. I wanted
He's
to
lying.
try and make some
Screen
sense.
recordings of everything he did. He's a liar.
He said he doesn't know you.
He blocked me on Twitter. He blocked me on YouTube, and he threatened to sue me.
Okay. So maybe he just doesn't know. Well, he would know your voice.
Yeah, I just don't believe him.
Yeah. I actually got on camera in the video.
And by the way, that has nothing to do with what Maniacs was saying here. It has nothing to do with it. You can be a predator and still have had bad things happen to you in your life. I mean, that's how a lot of predators are created. Unfortunately, it's almost like they don't, it's all they know, but that has nothing to do with what was being talked about.
Okay.
He's lying.
Okay, well,
here's the thing, Cher. Here's what he did. He had his friend Smoke call in, and he was in the background in Facebook Messenger, and they were sending messages back and forth to each other. And then he pretended like Rick Armstrong, this guy who says that he hung out with Steven Stearns when Steven Stearns like 11-year-olds and 10-year-olds. And he had him calling into his show.
Yeah, I remember.
And then after he did that, he made a separate video of that and put that up. He is a liar. What he did to her is unacceptable. Unacceptable. And he is a predator. The problem is people think a predator is just sexual. That's not what a predator is. A predator is someone that preys on people for some kind of reason, whether it's financial, whatever it is. And he did that. 100% he did it. The screen recording of all his messages with Smoke are at the end of my video where he tried to hurry up and delete everything out of there, but he didn't get them all.
Well, he was deleting shit. Okay, well.
He sure did. And again, it's all in screen recording at the end of the video. And if I actually took the messages.
Yeah, when you showed that at the very end, when it said like he had unsent all this stuff, he was trying to cover his ass in a major way.
That he was sending back and forth to Smoke, and I lined them up with the live stream as it was happening.
Oh shit!
You could see it as it was unfolding.
So I watched a little bit of the gentleman Smoke confessing to everything. I don't remember what it was on. I mean, was that your channel? I don't know. But
no, it was on Granny's Watching, but that's also
Granny's
in the
Watching?
video. Mm-hmm.
Oh well, shit. Well, I don't like her, but I did see that.
I don't either. So
it's like when Nixon was trying to cover up Watergate. it makes everything worse.
That's not for this.
Yeah,
I mean, how do you come out and say, well, "Yeah, I did that"? Yeah, I mean, it's a terrible look for anybody, to be honest with you.
Doesn't matter. He confessed. It doesn't matter where, but
it's just really frustrating because after what Madeline went through in her life,
yeah,
no doubt,
for another man two men actually, because Smoke came forward and said he did do it.
Suffer curfew. Well, I don't know.
It's a tough. So my position on this is, why would somebody?
See, I'm kind of torn with Smoke though, and I'm not the judge, the jury, or the executioner, but like I appreciate Smoke saying that, yeah, I did this, but somebody did, they were talking earlier saying that he's still in the chat, like he's still in T-Rev's DoorDash chat.
Like that be in the true crime community. And I apologize, I got mad earlier, but he has been threatening to sue me. He blocked me on Twitter. He's blocked me on YouTube. And I told him, I wish you would sue me so I could get you on a stand. Because what he did is disgusting. And there's as you know, I'm a survivor as well. There's a lot of victims and survivors in our community. And there were women coming up on that panel telling their
I've never seen a victim scream. Would you say that to somebody that's been raped before? I've never seen anything like that ever. If he thinks that's a reasonable defense, he's not very bright.
stories, and he was in the background plotting all this.
Yes.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
And it pisses me off that he thinks he can get up here and talk
I mean,
all tough.
I kind of
I
get
don't
why
know
he
you.
rage quit and everything. Yeah, that was a little weird. But I mean, at the same time, I wish he'd like just like come back up here, T-Red, because
Thank you,
this
Jones.
doesn't help at all. It doesn't, like, I don't know. Like I
saw you watching the stream about Queen Bee. I watched some of it. It was funny. You were cracking up. I enjoy that when people crack up.
trying to be fair. I mean, I was
Again, I apologize, but this
No,
has
it's
been
it
eating
was-
me alive. I cannot even begin. I work with victims in real life. That's what I do for a job. And for him to say, and the other thing is, just like I said to him in my video, you know, he says he's a survivor. Well, then why would you do that? If you hear the conversation that he had with Smoke, pretending to be this Rick, talking about he liked girls as young as 9. I mean, it was
I didn't hear that.
horrific.
I'm sorry.
Horrific.
That's from T-Rev?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, of course.
Hi. I didn't know that T-Rev left, and I really wanted to ask him some questions about Sebastian. T-Rev, you know me. I'm Cassie Roku. And if you can't do anything else, can you please just come up and talk to me? I'm not going to yell at you. I've never yelled at anybody. You can ask people in the chat. Well, you know me. I'm not going to yell at nobody. Go ahead.
What I think of T-Rev now is that, I mean, I don't think he's coming back up here anyway tonight, but I mean, I don't
Well,
think
maybe I
he's
can just ask it.
He's not being all the way truthful with some things, and you
I
don't
know,
find
I know.
yourself in that many situations in all of these cases, and you don't have nothing to do with it. Like somehow you are messed up in just too many fraudulent things involving too many different cases that you do need to know how you got yourself there. I get myself in a lot of shitty
I can tell you,
spots.
it's not like it was at all.
I know I got myself there, and I know how I got myself there. So,
But Cher,
I don't like being lied to. That's all I'll say. And that's just him. He's telling his truths, but his truths aren't truths,
A
unfortunately.
few months ago,
you
6,
could-
7 months ago.
everyone could. Well, I have to speak for myself. Looking at your face tonight, it looked so hurt and so.
I was disappointed. Someone called it. I saw someone say exactly, and I actually had said it in my mind right before I saw that person put it in the comments. I was 100% disappointed. I shouldn't be disappointed because I was forewarned by people that care a lot for me. And so I shouldn't be disappointed, but I'm disappointed because I wanted better on his behalf. I was hoping it would be a lot different by the end of the night, is honestly why I even bothered with this whole thing. If I would have known I was just going to get lied to all night.
You know, I used to not like Cher, like when I first started on YouTube, and I'm cool with her now. I mean, I got no problem with her. I know there are people that do, but there are people that have problems with everybody. But I don't mind Cher. I used to not like her at all, but that changed over time.
I'd much rather be watching Sons of Anarchy with my husband, to be honest.
Well, I have one question for two actually for T-Rev, because this is all was supposed to have been about Sebastian.
No,
And-
I don't want that to be a mistake. This I don't
No,
want.
no, I'm
this
talking
is not
about
about. This was all about
talking about
T-Rev and a little bit about Seth Rogers and how he got
No,
in
no,
or
I'm
mixed in.
talking about when he started the case.
Oh, his
I'm not-
situation. Okay,
I'm
yeah.
not talking about this
Like,
right here.
This
I'm
is not Sebastian Rogers
No,
tonight,
no,
please.
no. I'm talking about when he first started the case on
Okay.
it. Okay, so it took a week.
I don't know what
and
she do.
he'd
I
only
don't-
been gone for a short amount of time. And all of a sudden he's doing spirit boxes. And I was just like, how can he do that when it's not even been a week? And then now he's saying he's alive and that somebody close has him. So how can you do spirit box one day and then he's alive all of a sudden?
Right.
And just another thing is, you know,
I mean, look, I get accused of that too, though. You know, I don't know. It was a crazy time.
Death really reached his heart out to so many people. And all he wanted to do was find his son. And maybe some people don't agree with Seth.
I get it.
Then maybe some people don't agree with Chris and Katie. But when it comes down to it, Sebastian is out there somewhere, and we don't know why he got put to wherever he is. And for you to come into this case and to do that to Seth and let him think he had a friend and then turn around and stab him in the back when he's at the lowest point of his life, that you just can't. I don't think that people can really.
You gotta understand that, like, at the time, you know, with Cher, you know, she was kind of a villain sort of in the Summerwells case. But yeah, I get it. But there's just such like far worse people on YouTube, like, that are just, I don't know. I mean, I get it.
I can't let you come back for that for me. And all the women, the older women that used to go up and pray for you.
Well, I mean, she was putting them on at one point, I think.
And pray for the whole chat and for Sebastian. That was just the lowest of low that I've ever seen on this platform.
I don't think so. Not anymore. I don't think so.
Big Nick.
But I'm still here. I'm still here. About to not be, though, because we had a big night. Let me see. Yep. Faked a call. Did he really? I heard about something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Look, like I said, I get it. I just, you know, I absolutely despise. I'm saying I don't have that feeling for her that I once did, and I don't watch much of her. I used to when she would have Dawn and stuff on, and but you know, the goalpost keeps getting moved, and so. And he used some photos. What did he do? Yes, and he used photos he claimed to be Xana. It wasn't. Jesus. Good Lord. Well, Tony, I appreciate that. I hope you enjoy. And I'll catch you guys on the flippy side.
Ladies
Have a great Friday.
Lab After Dark.
I'll see you later.
Is starting shortly.
Peace. Yeah, share it out. Comment. Like, share, subscribe. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Not always tons and tons of fun, but, you know. Appreciate you. Mods, thank you, of course.
Lab After Dark is starting soon.
Andrew the Giant. Andrew the Giant.
Well, you opened that Pandora's door.
Right.
The lab is my boss.
I was actually just sitting down to pee, but whatever, you know.
Well, you opened that Pandora's door.
I was actually just sitting down to pee, but whatever, you know.
What's the point?